Hey there guys, I'm going to give you a little scenario, okay? Imagine a football team that didn't really care about every single pass they made. Imagine it, they just hoofed up the field, see where the ball went, raced after it, the other team got it, they had all hoarded after them, and they had no real structure what they were doing, and a lot of the stuff they'd be doing would be like hit and hope, and they'd get the odd chance to a shot on goal, and they'd just smash it as hard as they could. They'd play at 120% in the first 10 minutes, and they'd burn out by half time. And also they'd play really hard for as hard as they can for 80 minutes, and then just totally give up on the last 10 minutes. Would you back that football team or rugby team or whatever team of choice to be successful? In my opinion, I wouldn't, because if you're looking at it, there's no strategy there. There's no patterns of play. There's no real structure to the way they're playing the game. They're working their ass off. It's too early in the game, so they're going to end up exhausted. And also, they're going to be working for 80 minutes, so the opposition can do what they like in the last 10. So, is this not the same way that we go about our diets? We work our asses off in the first week, overdo ourselves, blow ourselves up, so we're blowing out our arses by about 10 minutes after the first week. We've got no structure into the way that we're passing. We smash the ball up the field. It's like, just hitting and hoping, jumping on a diet, or jumping on not looking at the strategies that are going to be put in play. We work on Monday to Friday. It's like working for the first 80 minutes. And it doesn't matter how good our week's been. We know that we're just going to let the goals flow in on Saturday and Sunday. And this is such a frustrating mentality, because this diet mentality, and if this was a football team with a diet mentality, no one would support them. You wouldn't support them. So why do we so why are we trying to back ourselves using that same mentality in nutrition and diet? It's just not, it's not logical. So what we need to try and do is build in a success mentality where we're making consequential passes. We're making sure we know that a series of events, like good passes, is going to lead to an opportunity on goal. We're going to work, consistently throughout the match, through the whole time, so we've got enough energy at the end to have the best shots on goal to make the biggest difference. And we know that when we win that game, we're going to take in the success we've got into the next game and gain momentum. And we're going to have the backing of our team, because the people watching us are going to see us doing so well, so they're going to cheer us on. Going back to that first football going back to that first football game or first football team, okay, if they're always doing this thing where they give like a diet mentality, do it, hit mishmash, they can have no supporters. Whereas the people who get success week in, week out are going to gain momentum. They're going to gain people watching them. If you're one of these people who are getting success on your way of eating, have you not noticed that people watch you on Facebook? They watch you they comment on your stuff and say well done. Whereas if you're this serial dieter, and have you ever noticed that people just write you off? Oh, this is just one of their diets again, And that's what happens. It's the same systems in everyday life. That's why the United likes of Liverpool, Manchester United, Arsenal get such great support from people, because they have consistency. Their players are great. They make they look at and obsess about every single little detail, every single little pass. They train hard, and they shout about their results as well. They advertise that. And looking at diet mentality and comparing it to football, no one would support the football team with diet mentality. So why do we do it? Why do we do it to ourselves? So what I'm trying to pledge here, guys, is moving that diet mentality to a more success-based mentality, where you're looking at every single meal in the day, knowing that it has a consequence. You're playing for Sunday. You're going to be working hard through the week, knowing that on Saturday and Sunday you're not going to let up, because if you let up on Saturday, Sunday, you're going to have no momentum next week. And just this small analogy hopefully has helped you realise that you would never buy into that first team, and we need to be buying more into the second team. I hope this has been beneficial. I've got no grasp of football, by the way, but I just see that there is similarities there. I hope this has had some benefit with you guys, and if you feel it has, please share or comment on the video. Cheers.